And we're back to another episode of Let's Play Wild Arms 2 Second Ignition. I'm your host, the RPG guy. Why it took me a while to say that, I don't know. I was scratching my side at the same time. I don't know. I had to fart too. That might have been part of it. Alright, we're back in helmets. Don't worry about upgrading your arms. You're going to need all the money you can muster. This is the magic shop, so let's do this. We should be able to pick up at least another spell. I'd have to say I want to pick up... Let's pick up Rise and Shine. And then for gear, this is where a lot of our money's going to get dumped into gear. Because this is the best weapon upgrades we can get at this point, and the next town we go to is going to have the armor upgrades, which is the town of Holst. So Sunshade, may as well. We should have enough money to get everybody upgraded here, especially after we sell off the garbage. 10 gal. Bandana can go. And Punch Drunk. There we go. We shouldn't need to spend any more money until we get to the other town. There's also some good enemy fights out there where the enemies drop about 200 gold a hit a pop on average. So that's also a neat little perk. Yikes. So... And one more level, 2 more levels for her to upgrade hers. This is where Lilica starts slowly falling behind. Not that we can help it, but it is what it is. Alright. So we've done all that, but we're not done here yet. There's actually items we can find. And we want to make sure we can grab those. So let's head all the way over here. It's 2 items. Both of them being pretty important. We get a lucky card. And there we go. A memo pen. That's what we came here for. It wasn't even about the weapons. It was really those things. Alright, let's go ahead and make a save, because there's going to be enemies now that can start instant-gibbing characters. Yeah. So, as a basic heads up, you know, be aware. Be very aware. Alright, saving. We're all saved. Let's move on. We don't need to use the inn or anything like that. What we need to do is head back to the live reflector. And so for us to do that, we can just walk back from here. We don't need to fight any of the local enemies. They're not going to give us anything really worth a damn. So there's no point in fighting random battles out here. The money's not going to be that great, nor is the experience, in comparison to what we're going to be running into soon. So just moderately head back to the live refractor. Okay. Let's go in here. And we need to go... Where is it? Ruins Mine. Alright, so let's go ahead and go there. And we're just kind of going to let that run. Not much for me to say. You can actually fast forward through that scene, so I might start doing that just because I don't really give a crap about seeing every time we teleport, you know. In space. It wastes about a good minute. And I know some of you find that strange, or like, why do you care about a minute, dude? Yeah, trust me, there's good reasons to care. Alright, so first things first. Go here. We want to head down here. So actually looking for a pretty good item. Should be there. Strength apple. You notice I haven't used any of them yet. Still waiting. I mean, I guess I could use them now, but I don't see the need necessarily. Not in any hurry. And look at that. We surprise the enemies, which we will hit with a multi-blast just to help this battle on a little faster. As assassin bugs do exactly what it sounds like. Do die. Oh, I missed one? What kind of crap is that? Sweet. Okay. And there's the town of Holst. Yay! Alright. Okay, so now that we're here, it's really just the inn. Let's go up here to the weapons store, which actually has no weapons, which is why we went to helmets in the first place. Duh. Let's go ahead and do the local purchasing routine. Sell off the old crap. Alright. Whatever money you have left over, so we have 3622. Nah, we can go ahead and spend it. We'll spend it on upgrading the AoE arms. Most likely. Because we don't really have enough to level up the main arms. The main damage arms, I don't think. Yeah, 5 grand for each of them. Fuck that. We can at least afford to do this. There we go. That's really all that's worth doing. So now that we've done that, let me see here. Let's go ahead and talk to this guy. Wait, what? Okay, so that pretty much tells you what you're looking for. Like I said, the clues are incredibly vague. It is an incredibly subtle, screwed up clue. It's either in these beds or in the beds upstairs. There we go. And we get bombs. Just like the bombs in Wild Arms 1, you'll walk up to stuff and blow shit up. Just saying. Okay, head out. And let's head up over here. Actually, I gotta get up there, don't I? Yeah, I can actually get around through the back. Damn it, it's in one of these things. Really? Okay, one of these houses has an item in it, which is driving me nuts. Thought it was this house. Let me check again. Could have sworn it was in here. I guess not. It's in a different house, then we gotta go looking for it. It was over here. Could have sworn it was in there. It'll bug the shit out of me now. See. Sorry, there's not much for me to say because I thought there was something in there, but... Yeah, it's got to be in there. It's the only other house. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Is it in this barrel? Yeah. My bad. For some reason, I thought it was in that house. Alright, so we get the gaze mirror. Another one of those status effect preventing items. So as you can see, it prevents petrification. Again, though, nothing we really need to really do. We're going to go ahead and save before we get started here. We're all got our gear situated. All of our upgrades are done. In case something bad happens, heaven forbid. You know, we are at least good. Now, interestingly enough, when we head into Holst, there's an enemy here called the Leprechaun, and this dude can be very, very annoying, but at the same time, ridiculously rewarding. You can't block the battle. As you can see, it'll just happen, and it's out of your control. These guys suck. Okay, well, luckily there's no Leprechaun here, but in this battle, but they do show up here, and when they show up, it's up to you to really kind of make sure you give them as fast as possible. I think fire would have been better on this thing. Still good enough. Okay, let's keep moving. Oops. Keep moving here. We start running into local issues. Okay, so we were surprised. Great. Still not a big deal. These enemies aren't too impressive, especially when some of them suicide. Makes you just wonder. Your goal is to try to kill the speedy little fuckers as fast as possible, but you don't get any perks for necessarily doing it. As you can see, we're going to team up on him and try and take him down. Die. And die. Die, please. See if we can take him down like this. You get him? Yes. Look at that giant XP buff. That's why you really want to make sure if you get a chance to kill them, you kill them fast. They're a little harder to kill than the leprechauns. Now the leprechauns, they drop a lot of gold, a lot of Gela. They don't give you a lot of XP. I think they only give you like 750, whereas that one little creature gave us like 2,000. So being able to kill them quickly is kind of a big deal. So just keep that in mind. You know, that's all. I have nothing else to say about that other than that. Damn it. But anyway, you know you'll be in one of those battles with when you are forced into a battle without any kind of recourse. It's a forced battle no matter what you do. So just keep that in mind. I don't really have much to say other than we're killing more bad guys. And I got the hiccups. Sweet. But leprechauns are kind of cool because we don't have any means for getting lots of Gela right away. They kind of take priority even over the fly bastard, whatever they're called. Ah, damn it! I really don't even need to do these kinds of fights anymore. Oops, there's one right there. And if he runs away, if he suicides, you obviously aren't going to be able to collect the item. So that's why you want to gun for them first. Or you won't be able to collect the XP. It's like them running away. It's the equivalent to them running away. So you want to kill them pretty fast. Now, leprechauns, on the other hand, will never run. They're very hard to kill. Whereas I'd rather sit and fight this dude over and over again. Crab brains. Ew. Uh-oh. And you shot. Whoops. Go ahead and use shot weapon there. Freeze there. And if for some reason that thing lives. See if we can get this to go. Nice. Yes. Nothing like easy leveling. Not that it's hard. And there we go. Yeah, that green poison is not your friend, I assure you. Pick up some of this. I'm gonna skip that. Okay, there's two ways to go. First way to go is actually this way. And the reason why is it leads to a chest. I believe it's a crest, if I'm not mistaken. Here it is. And a crest is acquired. And these should have... Yep. That's why you always check them. Yoink and yoink. Now I don't feel so bad about using them earlier. Alright. Rank our way back. Down. Around. Where are we at? Okay, so Brad and Lilka will level from another one of those fights against one of those things. Though Ashley will not. Which is a good thing, because it means we've gotten kind of to the point where we have to do something about it. Okay. Ooh, look at this surprise attack for us. Go, Freedom Train, go. Hit him with something else. See if he's weak again. I forget if the Galleon's weak against something. And it's just hard to tell sometimes. Die. Alright, and obviously Ashley's gonna accelerate her. Shoot weapon. Because chances are it should be enough to kill as long as we hit it. That's the real ticket. You gotta hit it. There we go. And I just like doing it to make sure we get the kill. That's all. And battle is won. Look at that. It's just an easy ass way to level. You know, it's barely any real hard work. And so it'll be 2 battles against that particular enemy before Lilika and Brad level again. So if you find yourself behind in levels, this is definitely a place to do it. Just walk inside here and fight those things until to your heart's content. You know, when you're fighting like 2 or 3 of them in a row, you're gaining a level. This is a good place to do a lot of that. And I wouldn't use a lucky card, obviously, but it's a good place to do it, you know, if you feel that you need to catch up. How what level you should be by the end of this dungeon is going to vary depending on whether or not you can actually kill those things. Being level 20 is not bad, but we're not going to get to that, I guarantee it. We'll probably be done very soon. In just a matter of time, so... Alright. Open Sesame. And funny enough, we're not going in there yet. I unlocked it for a reason, but we're not going in there yet. Still want to go this way. Notice I'm trying to avoid grabbing the crystals, especially because I don't need them. As we come into yet again another room. This time, we get the AM cluster, or the AM cluster. Nice little item there. It's actually pretty good against bosses and stuff later in the game, but the reason why it doesn't become a more practical weapon in place of the bazooka is by the time you level up the AM cluster on a single target enemy, not the boss, but a single target enemy, by the time you level it up really high and you have only one enemy to hit it with, you get to this juncture where you're going to get a better boss slaying weapon for him that's better than the bazooka. So it just doesn't make sense to rely on it too much. So, but it's, you know, you got it, you have it, may as well enjoy it. Okay, hyper focus on the Big Ugly. And if he suicides, which he did not, we have a shot at taking him out, which is good enough for me. Still trying to find that spell that's weak against. I don't think he is, actually. Yeah, that just did nothing. Look who! Too bad I could sit there and take that damage all day. So, like I said, definitely, as you can see, this is the strategy used. There's no boss in this dungeon, so there's no reason to save Ashley's ammunition. And really, if you need a bullet clip because you've spent all your ammo, I'd say it's worth it to use one, you know, in this dungeon. Because, really, this is your one chance to make off like a crook, in a sense, with massive amounts of XP. So I vote you do it. You know, just saying. Oh, he missed. And he's gonna suicide. Damn it. That does happen. Not much you can do about it. It's an 86% chance, so there's about 8 out of 10 success rate. You could level up accuracy. Yeah, but I wouldn't waste that on damage. I'd rather have damage. I wouldn't waste that in lieu of not being able to level up my damage. So, yeah, no, not gonna happen. Alright, and we got one more to kill. We'll just mow him down with melee attacks. Luckily, I hate to say it, the leprechauns in this game, I'm kind of glad I'm not run into one. I don't need money right now, and fighting a leprechaun is usually pretty dangerous. They actually can confuse the entire party, and we only have one character with confusion proof. So, I'm kind of glad we're not fighting leprechauns, because I don't really need the Gela. And there's better ways to get Gela later in the game than to deal with leprechauns. So I'd rather take the XP. I assure you. And you would rather take it too, I guarantee it. You're going to like the way you level. Okay. We head down and around. I want to say there's actually a good chance all of our characters will level to 18 very, very soon. So almost kind of want to force a battle here. Yeah, screw it. Triple ammo! Oh, yeah, I don't want to be in front of it when it's doing that, because that's going to hurt. Alright. Ooh, more goodies. Okay, so Boom shakalaka. Alright, so here's what we gotta do. This is actually quite difficult at times. Bam, 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 bam. And your goal is to get them all up at the same time. Sprinting to each one might seem like the right choice, but it's not. You'll never make it in time. Just walk to them. Simple as that. Why make your job harder for yourself? As we get the Agualite. The Agualite. Yeah, Agualite. It's so pretty. Yeah. You don't say. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what you think. Agulite acquired. Alright. You know what I might want to do, though, is go back in there and not level up the characters, but I did want to show that Leprechaun battle that we never got to see. Shame. So anyway, we're back in Holst, and like I said, if you need to grind a little bit, this is your place to do it. I would not grind further than level 20. There's no reason to do it. There's no need to do it, per se. So level 20 is a good place to get to, or 21 even, but level 20 should be more than sufficient. And the reason why I like level 20 as a great place to, you know, stop leveling is because it's enough to get Lilica, I believe, the rest of her arms skills, not her arms skills, I'm sorry, the rest of her personal skill abilities. As you see, we'll get that, and then it'll be 4 levels. Well, no, she needs to be level 21 actually, but she'll be really close, so it's worth it to do while you're here. And for what it's worth, I'm just gonna at least do it once and get him to level 18, maybe twice depending on how long it takes me to do it. But like I said, guys, all you gotta do, go back inside and fight a whole bunch of enemies. Specifically the galleons is what you're looking for, and because we reloaded our ammunition and whatnot, it's not a hard fight to run into, and it can happen right here in this front room, so you don't even need to go deep into the mine. And I was hoping to show you a leprechaun fight, but we never ran it. Oh, there's a leprechaun. Alright, so in leprechaun battles, you can't use your weapons, you can't use your guns, you can't use anything, you can't use any of your machines because it halts the machine in turn. So all you have is your magic and your melee attacks. Luckily, we're pretty strong, so it shouldn't be a problem. Kind of glad I ran into a goblin, or a gremlin rather, or leprechaun. They're leprechauns. They have around 2,000 HP, so they're very tough to kill. Especially if you don't have any of your, you know, it's going to take 20 attacks from our characters, or at least 15 from Brad and Ashley to take him down. The other option is actually to go in and let Ashley get to FP 100 and then access, and then you'll burn the leprechaun down in pretty quick. The one thing you have to be careful though is they have a lot of, they're pretty damaging. As you can see, they're weak to fire, so I think they're weak to magic in general, so you should be okay. Let's see, attack, flame, and I think they're faster than us too. Like I said though, they have an attack that can confuse you, so be weary of it and don't, you know, make sure you heal it right away. If you need to buy more toy hammers in town, or pinwheels, whichever one it is, make sure you go and buy them because you don't want to lose this battle to a freaking gremlin. Let's see. There we go. Nice XP, 2,200. You know, they give like over 2,000 Gela. Like I said, I don't care much for Gela because 10 battles is the equivalent to that, and money is not an issue so much in this game because we were able to buy all the gear we needed. And we're going to be making a whole bunch of money through boss battles coming up on the next episode. So it's not something that's imperative. The XP, or experience points for that matter, is big, because one more galleon fight will easily level up Lilka and Brad. So I'm more concerned and inclined to focus in that direction. As we... Oh my god, another one. So anyway, I'm going to try to fight at least one more of those galleons before we move on. So on the next episode of Let's Play Wild Arms 2 Second Ignition, we hit up the Rayline Observatory and meet probably the most annoying characters of the game. We'll see you there.